Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am just in the mood of more streaming tonight. Okay, first of all, I need to apologize for two things. Well, not one thing. This morning's Agito stream, I had to delete it because for some reason, I don't know if it was internet connection problems or something, but when I revisit the stream or when I watch the stream again, it didn't start off where it should, as in like it cuts off around half of the stream, so not all of the stream was recovered in this morning's Agito stream. Again, I don't know what the reason is. Maybe it was an internet connection issue, but again, it was a weird situation nevertheless, so I probably going to restream Kamen Rider Agito sooner, somewhere in the future, not in distant future, but somewhere in the future, because I still really want to play that game. So yeah, my apologies for that. And a little channel update. You notice two videos I've removed from this channel. It's the 2 episodes of Mortal Kombat 30th Anniversary Retrospective. I'm just gonna do a little update before we start the stream here. Some videos, like some discussion videos, like the Mortal Kombat discussion videos, I decided to remove them because I made those videos out of quote-unquote obligation for celebrating the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. So I want to do every single retrospective of Mortal Kombat. It turns out I can't do it. It's like, it turns out it burns me out, you know? It turns out I can't keep up with how I make discussion videos, considering a lot of work. I've been busy with a lot of work lately, and things just get a lot busier for me to the point where I don't want to burn myself out, or I don't want to overwhelm myself with a lot of things, especially in regards to YouTube content. So I want to do a little update here in regards to YouTube content. From now on, when it comes to discussion videos, I want to make discussion videos for topics that I legit want to make, and not out of anniversary obligations, and not out of to complete a series, because I did plan to make a series review for Mortal Kombat, each and every game, and turns out it's very overwhelming and I couldn't keep up, even if it's just 2 episodes. I legit couldn't keep up. A lot of the content lately has been just streaming because it eased me, you know. It eased me after a long day at work. It eased me after a lot of business I have to do in real life. So streaming is an easy content. But what I do want to do is I want to narrow down the topics, or like the themes of this channel. So instead of like making discussion videos out of too many topics that eventually will be overwhelming for me to make, I want to narrow down to certain topics that I would say most interesting for this channel, or what most people come to this channel for. Now, I'm still working on that top 20 beat 'em up video, which again, it's a quarter way there. Like I said, it's been quite overwhelming to make that video, but I legit wanted to make that video. So I wanted to do more discussion videos on topic that concerns to this channel, or like topic that make this channel for what it is. For example, I do want to make more discussion videos on Sengoku Basara at the very least. Not rushing them, but I do want to make those videos because from what I've seen in this, from what I've seen in the analytics of this channel, most of you are here, or most of the engagement are in regards to Warriors content, whether it's Dynasty, Samurai Warriors, or Sengoku Basara. I do want to discuss more in Sengoku Basara because not a lot of people talk about those games, so I wanted to focus more on Sengoku Basara discussion, or maybe like other Warriors discussions when it comes to videos on demand, because like I said, that's the most engagement I got for this channel. And the other topic that I want to have as a discussion videos are beat 'em up games, because outside of Warriors games, beat 'em up games have the most engagement on this channel. So that's why I don't want to overwhelm myself with making videos on YouTube, but at the same time, I do want to, I do want to thrive this channel to even greater heights, if that makes sense. I do want to make this channel something that I'm passionate about. So, considering most of you guys are here for Muso or Wars content, so it's just, how do I say, it's just right for me to make more Sengoku Basara content, especially when it comes to videos on demand or discussion videos. Not only does it kind of goes hand in hand with the channel's theme or like the channel's engagement when it comes to like Muso content, but it's also a good way for me to introduce a lot of people in the Muso community towards the Sengoku Basara series, or maybe people who are not familiar with Sengoku Basara in general, who are into hack and slash the Sengoku Basara series. So I do want to plan that for this channel. It's a short update, ladies and gentlemen, so my apologies if I sound a little bit weird right now, but things have been quite overwhelming for me with a lot of content that I have to keep up in this channel, and the ever-growing, strict working schedule in real life and other schedules that I have to fulfill in real life. So I'm quite having trouble when it comes to time management. So because of that, I decide to cut certain things that are not necessary. Okay, so I want to cut out certain videos or certain discussions in this channel that I find not really engaging to a lot of viewers. So that's why I said I want to focus more on beat 'em up games and Warriors games, Sengoku Basara especially. So with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I've been wanting to play this game for a while. Okay, I've been wanting to stream this game for quite a while. I actually saw Chris Gildart's update video, and he did plan to stream the PS2 InuYasha fighting game, InuYasha Feudal Combat. That actually inspired me, that actually motivated me to, hey, I want to stream an InuYasha game as well. So how about I stream the PS1 fighting game, InuYasha Feudal Fairy Tale. Now 2 years ago, I actually made a video about this. Basically just a quick gameplay of InuYasha Feudal Fairy Tale with Sesshomaru. Now it's a full-on stream. You guys already know by now, InuYasha is my favorite anime, one of my favorite animes, if not my favorite anime ever, for a lot of reasons. To me, it's one of the more unique shonen anime. It's both a shonen and a shoujo at the same time. So not a lot of anime did this, or manga did this back in the day, and InuYasha is certainly one of the more popular ones to do so. Granted, before InuYasha, we have anime such as Fushigi Yugi or The Visions of Escaflowne, which had a very similar concept to InuYasha, but InuYasha was the one that is most popular at the end of the day. It is what it is. So yeah, this is a very underrated fighting game for the PS1. It's not necessarily the most mechanically in-depth, so to speak, but it gets the job done, in my opinion. Not to mention, this game was developed by Dimps, who is very known to create the Dragon Ball Z Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi. I do believe they made Budokai Tenkaichi as well for the PS2. They made a lot of Dragon Ball Z games, Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors for the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. They also made Dragon Ball Advance Adventure, one of the most underrated beat-em-up games ever, and it's probably one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games ever made. And Hello King, PS1 game, thought this was PS2. No, this one is the PS1 game. Feudal Fairy Tale was on PS1, Feudal Combat was on PS2, and Feudal Combat was a 3D fighting game. It's an arena fighter-like type of game, like your Ultimate Ninja Storm, except a little bit more grounded. So I've been talking here for too long in the introduction of this stream, so let's get started. So let's play the Feudal Fairy Tale mode. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. The Feudal Fairy Tale mode is basically the story mode of the game, for the lack of a better term. Now, you have 11 characters to play as, but on Versus mode, you have 12 characters to play as. Is my voice clear enough, by the way? Okay, as I was saying, you only have 11 characters for story mode, but 12 characters for versus mode. One little gripe I have with this game is that you don't have a lot of characters to play as. You only have 12 characters at the end of the day. However, even with the 12 characters in this game, I do believe Dims did a really good job when it comes to the sprite works as well as character interaction. So one of the most unique things about this game is that every character reacts differently in terms of like dialogue towards his or her opponent. Let's say if InuYasha fights Kikyo, it will not have the same interaction in terms of dialogue if InuYasha fights Sesshomaru or Naraku. It was a very unique thing at the time, especially considering this game came out in 2002, 2003 for the PS1, very late on the PS1 library. NetherRealm Studios right now have that character interaction in between fights, but before there was Mortal Kombat X, NetherRealm Studios Mortal Kombat X, there was InuYasha Feudal Fairy Tale, and not to mention, I'm going to show you later around the end of the stream, you can actually customize the way characters interact with another character. It's a very good touch. Although the roster is small, which I wish they have more characters to play as, but for a game that has characters interaction and you can customize those interactions, 12 characters is enough for me. Hello Nyotengu, welcome. So yeah, let's go over with the characters here. Hopefully, I'm going to play as all of them. So you have InuYasha. So you can also change the color of your character. See? His second color. For start, by the way, you only have two characters in the story mode or Feudal Fairy Tale mode. You only have InuYasha and Kagome, but you unlock everyone else as you progress through the game. It's weird that I recall every character here except the old man. Okay, so you have InuYasha. You have Kagome. So your starting character is InuYasha and Kagome. Oops. You have Shippo, which is probably the best character in InuYasha. Don't at me, ladies and gentlemen. Shippo, Kikyo, Sango, Miroku. Yeah, Totosai. So Totosai is InuYasha's swordsmith. He's the one who created the Tessaiga and the Tenseiga. He served InuYasha and Sesshomaru's father, Toga, or Inu no Taisho, and he crafted all of the swords for Inu no Taisho. Then Naraku, the main villain of InuYasha, Kagura, Naraku's incarnation, Wolf Boy Koga, and Sesshomaru. So one more character that is only available in versus mode is Demon InuYasha, so InuYasha's demon form. He's only available in versus mode. However, there is a code for you to play as Demon InuYasha in the story mode, but he will have the same storytelling as InuYasha. So I want to do this in order, so we're going to start with InuYasha. Easy guard? No.
犬夜叉様に任せろってんね。俺は犬夜叉。50年前、秘境に封印されちまったが、ひょんなことから戦国時代に現れたカゴメによって、その封印が解けちまった。しかも、カゴメの体の中からは、四魂の玉が出てきやがった。俺は、その四魂の玉を使って、完全な妖怪になるつもりだったんだ。様々な妖怪も妖力を高めようとその玉を狙いやがって戦いの中砕け散ってしまった。それからは各地に散った四魂のかけらを追ってカゴメとの旅が始まった。旅の途中卑怯な手口でいろんな罠を仕掛けて四魂のかけらを狙ういけすかねえ野郎ナラクが現れた。けど俺たちにも七宝、弥勒、サンゴとどんどんと仲間も増えた。俺はいつか必ず奈落を追い詰めて絶対倒してやる。俺たちの旅はこれからもまだまだ続くぜ。
How am I? I'm doing okay. You know, thank you. A little overwhelmed, but overall I'm doing okay. I'm just overwhelmed with a lot of things lately. So streaming video games on YouTube kind of ease off the overwhelming feeling, if that makes sense. Sango is my favorite girl in the show. Yes, Sango is best girl. Well, my favorite girl is Kikyo, not Sango. Dude with the black hole, Miroku. Yeah, the monk. Okay, so we're gonna fight Kikyo first. Yeah, we're starting off fighting InuYasha's dead ex-girlfriend.
キキョお前どうしてここに
犬夜叉私と共に行ってはくれぬか
キキョすまねえ俺はまだ死ぬわけにはいかねえんだ
そんなにカゴメの方が大事なのか
そういう問題じゃねえただ
うるさいこうなれば意地でもお前を道連れにしてやる
I'm doing good just playing Dynasty Wars 9 Complete Edition. Okay. And now, fight your rival. More like, and now, fight your ex. Hello, Brandon. I hate that I have to fight best girl in the first match. Hope it'll get better soon. Thanks, King. I'm already feeling better. The fact that I can stream InuYasha right now. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm playing on hard mode, by the way. Kaze no Kizu. Oh yeah, the music in this game is really good. I do believe it's composed by Wada Kaoru himself. Jin Kesso Bakuryuha. Really need to rewatch the show again. Does InuYasha have kids? In the sequel, yes, Yashahime. He has one daughter with Kagome, Moroha.
すまねえちっくしょうむしゃくしゃするぜ尻尾でもからかって気晴らしでもするか
Really? Really, InuYasha? Maybe I'll pick on Shippo to feel better? Is that how he cope with stress? Beating little kids like Shippo?
そうと決まれば尻尾を探さねえとな
So this is the story for InuYasha. He's gonna find Shippo because he feels bad for beating up Kikyo. InuYasha committing child abuse. Reminds me of that comic panel. What comic panel?
気に食わねえ匂いがプンプンしやがる
来たな犬っころ今度こそ蹴りつけてやるぜ
Now, Wolf Boy.
やっぱりてめえかコガてめえこそその生意気な口が二度と聞けねえようにしてやるぜ
ぐだぐだ言ってねえでさっさとかかってこい
望むところだ行くぜコガ
I'm so mad. I'll have sex with my girlfriend so I won't be mad. Bum bum ba-da-dum.
かかってきやがれ
さっさと来いよいざいざ一本目勝負
Kaze no Kizu. Alright, time to use a Bakuryuha. Gotcha!
勝者犬夜叉
野生狼の出る幕じゃねえ
So in terms of controls, triangle is your weak attack, circle is strong attack, square is special attack, and X is parry.
だら しねえなこの野生狼が。
If I'm not mistaken, Koga have shards of the crystal or jewel in each of his arms and legs, right? In the show, he only has 2 shards in his legs.
二度と俺の周りをうろちょろするんじゃねえぞ。
Right, now to fight Shippo.
始めるぜ。おいしっぽ、お前何してんだ。大方ろくでもねえことしてんじゃねえのか。
なんじゃその言い草は。だいたい犬やしのくせに生意気じゃぞ。
ああ、しっぽてめえ泣かされてえのか。
ふんだ。犬やしなどオラが本気を出したらひとひねりじゃ。
てめえ俺に盾つくたいい根性してるじゃねえか。覚悟はできてるんだろうな。
毎回やられてばかりと思ったら大間違いじゃ。犬やしゃ覚悟せい。
As I said, I wish there were more characters in this game. First of all, Kohaku is not playable. Sango's younger brother. I think he should have been playable in this game.
目に物見せてやる。
I know they didn't went far when this game came out, but still, there could have been room for more characters in the game. Kaze no Kizu! Kaze no Kizu! Shippo is quite annoying to fight because he's small. Suck. Iron Weaver Soul Stealer. His claw attack. Iron Weaver Soul Stealer. Oh yeah, he can do like Shang Tsung. Morph into his opponent. Yes, exactly. Shippo's voice actor is... I think his name is Tomoko from Digimon Frontier. Yeah, the kid with the ice powers. Or the ice Digimon. Flashbacks of fighting Akamaru in Clash of Ninja. Yes, Tomoko. Yeah, InuYasha committing child abuse. Digimon Frontier was also the last... Like, the last Digimon I followed. I followed Digimon... Original Digimon, Digimon Adventures, Adventures 02, Tamers, and Frontiers. Frontiers was really good. My favorite character in Frontiers was the beetle guy. The electric beetle guy. Alright, so if you hear 2 drums, bung bung, that means it's a challenge mode. Yeah, everybody's favorite InuYasha character, the Saimyosho. And there's a time limit. Fighting Saimyosho is very annoying. This music reminds me a lot of Legend of Kage. That's the annoying part. If you miss Shippo, the time goes down faster. Yeah, thanks for that, Shippo.
そこまで
Same, but then we got introduced to Koichi, the dark spirit user.
ち何匹か逃がしたみてえだけどまあいいか四魂のかけらも2個奪えたことだしな
That's probably the most annoying challenge in this game. Fighting Shamyosho. Alright, now to fight Totosai.
始めるぜ
I do like this overlay, or like this RPG style overlay, or RPG style map.
てめえは東都祭のじじいこんなとこで何してんだ
来たな犬夜叉わしゃやっぱお前が鉄斎画にふさわしい使い手とは信じられんでなそういうわけじゃ抜け犬夜叉わしが改めて試してやるわい
じじいてめえ今さら何言ってやがんで
どうもこもないわい資格なしとなれば鉄斎画はわしの手で叩きおる
上等だぜじじいせいぜい怪我しねえように気をつけるんだな
Yes, it's charming. I really need to go back and revisit Digimon series. How much convincing do you need? Yes.
相手してやるぜ
やれやれ
I do like Totosai, he's cool.
1本目勝負
参考テスト派参考テスト風の傷爆流派
決着勝者犬夜叉
じじい思い知ったか
Dimps, when it comes to sprite works, does a really good job.
どうでじじいこれで俺が鉄斎画の使い手だって分かったんじゃねえのかやっぱじじいってのは疑り深くていけねえや
Great, InuYasha hates children now, and he also hates old men.
よっしゃ始めるぜ
Another challenge mode. Fighting Jaken.
どうやら客人のようですなお主が探しておるのはこいつかな確かにこの邪剣四魂のかけらを持っておるぞ
Yeah, we're gonna fight future wife.
だがこのかけらは殺生丸様にお渡しするためのものお主のようなやつに渡すわけにはいかん欲しければ力ずくで奪ってみせよ
邪剣の分際って生意気だ痛い目を見ないとわからねえらしいな
They should have fight Sesshomaru, honestly.
いざいざ始め
Hajime.
そこまで
That was quick.
げへお主がここまでやるとはまずい殺生丸様に殺されてしまう
どんなもんでかけらは全部いただくぜ
Well, at least I did better than the InuYasha minigame.
始めるぜ
Alright. We're gonna fight Kagome before we fight the final boss.
おうかごめなんか探し物でもしてんのか
何かってあんたねあんたを探してたのよ一人 人で勝手に行かないでよ。だいたい私がいないとかけらがどこにあるかもわかんないくせに。
なんだと？お前ないちいち生意気なんだよ。
へえ、そういうこと言うの。わかったわよ。私がいないとダメだってこと分からせてあげるわ。
面白え。カゴメなしでもどうってことねえんだってこと分からせてやるぜ。
Yeah, we fought his ex earlier. Now he's fighting his future wife. Because why not?
相手してやるぜ。
あ、たまったわ。
いざいざ
Wow, some spousal violence.
勝
Her
負
voice is annoying. Who? Kagome? And we're fighting in the Wolf Demon's Mountain. She reminds me of some annoying girl I can't recall.
犬やしゃ
だから言わんこっちゃね。
Well, Kagome is voice actress voice Yoroichi in Bleach.
ふれ見ろカゴメ。やっぱ俺一人でも十分じゃねえか。おいカゴメ。ちーっとばかしやりすぎちまったかな。
Alright, we unlocked the final stage. Gonna fight Naraku.
始めるぜ。ここが奈落の城。ここに奈落の野郎がいるみてえだな。嫌な匂いがプンプンしやがる。
犬や釈迦貴様ごときがここまで来るとはな。とりあえずは褒めておこう。
No, Kagome isn't dead, Brandon. She's like Quina in the 4 Kids dub of One Piece. She got beat up so bad, she's paralyzed.
うるせえ。その軽口二度と叩けねえようにしてやる。
愚かな。異性だけで勝てるとでも思っているのか、犬やしゃよ。
けそんなもんやってみなけりゃわからねえぜ。覚悟しやがれ奈落。
貴様ごときの力などこの奈落には通じんことを思い知らせてやろう。
Naraku has an amazing voice. Naraku has an amazing voice, by the way.
敵じゃねえ。
楽しませてくれよ。
いざいざ一本目勝負
Gotcha.
こいつでとどめだ。
One more. Surprising amount of parallels in InuYasha and Tekamen Blade.
勝者犬
Care
や
to
しゃ
explain to me?
てめえだけは許さねえ。
I know both shows have Wadakaoru as the music composer.
ど どうで奈落思い知ったか。俺が本気を出せばてめえなんざ敵じゃねえんだよ。
Okay. Both have Kaoru Wada as the main composer. Morikawa voices one of the main leads. Yeah, I mean, in Tekkaman Blade, he voiced the main hero, while in InuYasha, he voiced the main villain. Alright, 10 more characters to go. I always enjoy going back to this game, honestly. This game is very special for me. Family works again. Okay, family works against the protagonist in some ways. Okay, so we're gonna play as Kagome.
私に任せといて。私、日暮かごめ、中学3年生。ひょんなことから戦国時代に引き込まれてしまったの。そこには50年前、秘境に封印された汎用の少年、InuYashaがいた。InuYashaは私の体の中から出てきた四魂の玉と呼ばれる玉を狙ってたわ。さまざまな妖怪も妖力を高めようとその玉を狙っていて、戦いの中砕け散ってしまった。以来各地に散った四魂のかけらを追ってInuYashaとの旅が始まった。旅の途中、卑怯な手口でいろんな罠を仕掛けて四魂のかけらを狙うすっごく嫌なやつ奈落が現れたの。だけど私たちにも七宝ちゃん、弥勒様、サンゴちゃんとどんどんと仲間も増えてきたわ。みんなと力を合わせていつか必ず奈落を追い詰めて倒すわ。私たちの旅はこれからもまだまだ続く。
Okay, we're gonna fight InuYasha first.
始めるわよ。
Damn, this game loves spousal violence for some reason.
あら、InuYashaじゃない。何やってんのよこんなとこで。
なんだカゴメか。お前こそ何うろうろしてんだ。
かけら集めよ。かけらの場所がどこにあるかは私にしかわからないからね。
ろくに戦えねえくせに無理すんじゃねえよ。なんかあっても助けてやんねえぞ。
何よ、そんな言い方しなくてもいいじゃない。もう頭きちゃった。私だってやれるってところ見せてあげるわ。覚悟しなさい。
Fate Samurai Remnant has a good template for an InuYasha game to follow. Oh, absolutely. I've seen the gameplay of Fate Samurai Remnant. Hopefully we get an InuYasha game like that if Koei decided to explore the idea of an InuYasha Musou game. Ow. Oh, Sweaty. There. She has a special grab attack when she fights InuYasha. Oh, damn.
こいつでとどめだ。
Yeah, she's not my favorite character to play as, honestly. That was close.
勝者カゴメ。
もうまだ怒ってんの？
Yeah, so this game have unique grab attacks, unique interaction dialogues for characters against specific characters. One thing I really do appreciate with that this game has, regardless of the small roster it has.
これからは自分がちょっと強いからってあんまり偉そうにしないでよね。
I like how her bow pierces. I mean, that's what bow does, or like that's what an arrow does.
始めるわよ。
A challenge mode. Please let not this be the B challenge. Okay, no.
あら、みょうがじいちゃん。その岩がどうかしたの？
I'm glad the Fate game is looking good. Koei needs some fresh ideas and fun cast to work with. Absolutely.
残念ながらこの明賀ではこれだけ大きな岩を砕いて取り出すことは不可能ですじゃ。
Again, if one day Koei Tecmo would explore the idea of a new Dynasty or Summer Wars games and applied what we have in their anime spin-off games like Fate Samurai Remnants or One Piece Pirate Warriors, I'm down for that. You know, I'm not in a hurry for a new Dynasty and Summer Wars game if Koei, like I said in previous live stream, if Koei has no plans for a new Dynasty or Summer Wars games, then I don't think we should force them, or I don't think we should expect them to release a Dynasty or Summer Wars games, especially just for the sake of it.
というわけですので、あとはよろしく頼みましたぞ。
言っちゃった。
Otherwise, we're just gonna have another Dynasty Wars 9 Empires, another Warriors Orgy 4, another Summer Wars 5. Games that Koei decided to release for the sake of releasing. And us Muso fans deserve better than just that. Hello, Brainer. Yep, InuYasha, let's go. Alright, Street Fighter mode here. Damn, Kagome's strong enough to destroy a rock. Ah, fuck you, Shippo. Ah, at least I did it.
そこまで。
One can only look at China history so many times before you get numb to it. Yeah, exactly.
さて、結構な時が経ちましたが、調子はどうですかな？おお、あの大きな岩を完全に砕いておる。
やったなんだ私だってやればできるじゃない。
If Koei wants to make a new Dynasty Wars game, my idea would be, or like my mind would be, have a grand return, have a big return for Dynasty Warriors, not just another, you know, not just another throwaway game. Summer Wars 5 was probably the best Warriors games, the best Warriors game that we got in the last 3 or 5 years. It's probably the better of, I can say it's the best of the worst. Now, I used to shit on Summer Wars 5, but I actually revisited that game not long ago, and I don't think it's all that bad. It's just that it's very disappointing that Koei just dropped that game and not able to do more with it, because it has a lot of potential for an Extreme Legends or, you know, an expansion. It's just a shame that we got what we got, but at the same time, what we got was decent at best. Bleach Muso game? Absolutely. InuYasha Muso game, Bleach Muso game. Those are the top 2 Muso games that I want from Koei Tecmo. Or maybe a Kamen Rider Muso game.
始めるわよ。
After playing Kessen 3, I think I enjoy how it handles the younger Nobunaga more than Summer Wars 5. Way more cool CG in a 2004 game. Yeah, I agree. Alright, we're gonna fight the original, or the feudal Virgil, I must say.
やだ犬やしゃのお兄さんどうしてこんなところに。
あの愚かな俳優などと兄弟扱いしようって。
Best character in InuYasha, by the way. Oh my, and also imagine this. Oh, I get it, it's a video game. But imagine Sessho getting bodied by Kagome. Of all people.
犬夜叉のことを愚かだとか随分と言ってくれるじゃない。
Be right
さ
back.
すが犬夜叉と共にしているだけあって頭の方も悪いらしいな。死に急いでいると見える。
Right, let's continue.
ちょっとあんたね。私だって何にもしないでやられたりしないんだから。
Yeah, fighting game motivation be like, it's about on par with Pokemon Street Battles.
覚悟しなさい。
愚かなやつだ。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
Ooh, that was close. Good luck with stream, Profar. I have to go now. Alright, thank you for dropping by, King. I'll see you later. I love bug Pokemon. Fight! Let's finish. Let's finish this. Take this.
決着。勝者カゴメ。
私だって容赦しないんだから。どう？私だって本気になればこのくらいはできるのよ。死に玉虫っていうことはあっちに桔梗がいる。どうしよう。桔梗に会った方がいいのかしら。それとも。
What should you do when you see Kikyo? Beat her ass.
始めるわよ。
カゴメ、待っておったぞ。
桔梗。それにこの風。
おや、先を越されたみたいだね。
Oh, we're fighting two
私も
opponents this time.
あるんだよ。悪いがちょいと相手をしてもらうよ。勝手にするがいい。カゴメ、お前には消えてもらう。
二人で何を勝手なことを。そんなこと言われて、はいそうですかって聞けるわけないでしょ。
Okay, so we're fighting Kikyo and Kagura. With Naraku. But probably out of Naraku's incarnation, Kagura is the best one. She has the most screen time.
いざいざ一本目勝負。
I love that grab. She uses her backpack. Mm. Yeah, this game considering you can do a tag team, this game suffers from the loading time when you tag in and tag out because it's the PS1. Ah, damn.
出番だよ。だが死なない。
Gotcha!
決着。勝者カゴメ。
キキョ、あなたはもう。
Love how they made that one spirit palm scene from the first episode into an attack for Kagome. Yeah.
まったく二人とも勝手に話を進めて襲ってくるんだから、私はこんな戦国時代で死にたくはないの。
Let's go down first. Let's see what we have here.
始めるわよ。
Challenge mode. Ah, lovely, it's this one.
あれは最妙章。何？こっちに向かってくる。
Sometimes you have to wing it for making an enemy character playable when you don't see them in action too much. Yeah.
それに四魂のかけらの気配も。
Like I said, it's all up to creativity at the end of the day.
いざいざ始め。
I'd say this game plays better than the PS2 Feudal Combat, but that's just my opinion. I just like it better when InuYasha is a 2D fighting game than a 3D arena fighter-like game. Oh, that was close. Not gonna be ruined by Shippo of all things. Uh-oh. One more.
そこまで。
やったー。私だって最妙章ごときにはやられないわよ。四魂のかけらが3個も手に入ったわ。
Oh, let's go here.
始めるわよ。
おうカゴメ、いいところに来た。カゴメが前にくれた芋をあげた菓子が食べたいんじゃ。
ああ、ポテトチップスのことね。残念だけど今日は持ってないの。ごめんね、しっぽちゃん。
Like you said, Brandon, fighting game story in a nutshell. They're fighting over potato chips now.
そうか、仕方ないの。じゃあ、甘い板の菓子をくれ。それなら持ってるんじゃろ。
だから今日はチョコも何も持ってないんだってば。わがまま言わないで、しっぽちゃん。
嘘じゃ。きっとカゴメが陰で一人で食うとるに決まっとる。だからそんなにブクブクと。
ブクブクと何かしら。わがままで聞き分けない子にはお仕置きをしないとね、しっぽちゃん。
Yeah, fighting over potato chips this time. Choji approves of the motivation.
行くわよ。
驚け。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
Of course, Shippo is so annoying. Finally.
勝者カゴメ。
ごめんねしっぽちゃん。ちょっと大人げなかったわね。ごめんねしっぽちゃん。大丈夫？
なんとか大丈夫じゃ。もうこれからブクブクとは言わんぞ。そういえばさっき弥勒のやつがブツブツと言いながら向こうの方へ行きよった。
ふん、ブツブツね。何か悩み事でもあるのかしら。
Looks like we're gonna fight Miroku here.
始めるわよ。あれ、サンゴちゃん、こんなところで何してるの？
あ、かごめちゃん、ちょっと道具の手入れをしてるんだ。
おやおや、かごめ様にサンゴではありませんか。
ちょっと弥勒様、なんてことすんのよ。
おやめなさい。私は女子に暴力を振るう気はありません。
I don't want to fight women, but I'm okay with groping their ass.
問答無用。かごめちゃん、ここは一つ私たちで痛いお気を据えてあげましょう。
Okay, so it's a 2-on-1, but this time I'm being aided by Sango. Yeah, they're fighting over Miroku groping Kagome's ass.
手加減なしよ。
行きましょう。
That grabbing sound.
いざいざ一本目勝負。清めたまえご不要。
許さない。
Switch, switch! Oh, there you go. Atare! Yeah. Sounds more like a boob grab. Oh, damn.
ごめん。
I know most InuYasha ladies aren't top heavy, but tell that to Yura.
サンゴ。
大したことない。
Profar last night and Profar this morning, so dinner and breakfast. Amazing. Hello, Sega Saturno Ken. Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to recover the last stream for whatever reason. So when I clicked that stream, it started in the middle of the stream. I still don't know why, so I decided to remove that. I'm probably gonna restream Kamen Rider Agito somewhere in the future near.
確かに。もう少しきつめにしといた方がいいかしら。始めるわよ。
Okay, I'm fighting Naraku.
ここが奈落の城ね。なんだか薄気味悪い。お城全体がものすごい陽気だわ。
貴様。
I figured you were going to stream this eventually. Yeah, I just feel like streaming to ease up the feeling of overwhelmness lately.
奈落、覚悟しなさい。
覚悟だと。たかがこの奈落の結界を破ったくらいでうぬぼれるな。
Since you're here, Brainer, I love Naraku's voice. Morikawa Toshiyuki.
何を偉そうに。奈落、あんただけは絶対に許さないんだから。
介するがいい。お前をあの世へ送ってやる。
許さない。
始末してやる。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
Atare! Yeah. Get used to hearing that when you play as Kagome. Alright, just one more finisher. Gotcha. The Wonder Swan games of this series have beautiful 2D sprites. Never played them though. Wonder Swan. Yeah, I want to know who among the 2 people in the world's population who have a Wonder Swan. Yeah, this game was done by Dimps, as I said in the beginning, who is most known to develop. They developed Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Z Budokai in PS2 and Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi, I do believe. Right, Brandon? Did they make Tenkaichi as well? They are very known to make really good anime games. I do believe they made Rurouni Kenshin for the PS2, and they also made the Shaman King and Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure on the GBA, the Shaman King games. They made Shaman King as well on the PS1. Unfortunately, the sprite works are good for Shaman King. Unfortunately, the gameplay is not so much. I feel like this one is the better game. Yup. Japan isn't complete without silly sound designs in their game. The PS2 emulator runs fine for you. Yeah. This is PS1, by the way. When it comes to PS2 emulator, I use PCSX2, and I highly recommend Sega, if you want to use the PCSX2, use the nightly version. That is the best version so far. A word of thanks from Shippo. For PS1 emulator, I'm using DuckStation. Oh, Spike was more Tenkaichi. Dims was the Budokai guys. Ah, I see. Last Bronx finally can be played on PS2 emulator. Yeah, I can finally play InuYasha Dawn of Dreams as well on the PS2 emulator. That's one of the games that I really wanted to play. Alright, we still have a long way to go. It's time for Shippo. Everybody's favorite character. The Great Fox Demon. Are you gonna play RPG games on the PS2 someday? I am thinking about it. Maybe Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Or maybe a turn-based RPG. There is this one interesting turn-based RPG. Another InuYasha game. InuYasha Secret of the Cursed Mask. I do have some ideas to play that on stream, but we'll see. I'm not big into RPGs, especially turn-based RPG, but considering it's InuYasha, I might play it. Yes, InuYasha RPG on the PS2. It has some good it has some good quality, like when you do a special move, you have an FMV, and not to mention some of the cutscenes are in FMV.
さてはカゴメでも待っておるのか？
ああ、何ほざいてんだ。俺が何をしようが勝手
There's one interesting thing I found when it comes to a lot of animes. Why is it when it comes to jobbers or journeymen or people who just there to get clobbered, they always have wolf themed? There are wolf themed characters. In Dragon Ball Z, you got Yamcha. In InuYasha, you got Koga. What is with anime and wolf? Oh yeah, in Naruto, you can kind of consider Kiba a wolf character and kind of a jobber. I'm just considering him a jobber right now. So you have wolf themed characters as jobbers.
違う。オラはキツネじゃ。キツネ。
Japanese don't like universal wolf, man.
キツネとタヌキの違いもわからんのか？ひょっとしてお主？あ。
口の減らねえタヌキだぜ。ぶん殴ってやる。
Yeah, Koga is based, definitely based of the Fang clan from Fist of the North Star. I mean, the author, Takashi Rumiko, constantly... Or she once... there was an interview with Rumiko, and she once said that some of her works were inspired by Fist of the North Star. And seeing Koga here, I can definitely tell this character was inspired by the Fang clan from Fist of the North Star.
キツネじゃ言うとろうが。お主こそ泣かしてやる。
Koga calling Shippo a raccoon. Yep, Fang Gang Gang. I mean, Koga's outfit,
目に物見せてやる。
it does resemble the Fang clan from Fist of the North Star a lot.
本命勝負
Yeah, he can do a Shadow Clone Jutsu. Kitsune Flame. And this is one of Shippo's most unique ability. He's basically Shang Tsung. Koga is actually quite fun to play as. Yeah, Shippo can do a copy move. Gotcha! Ah, damn it. Still saving up for a new PC? Well, just the graphic card. Again, I'm still working, and there's this one job that, again, we need to finish this job to get paid. So I'm waiting. I can't wait to finally finish the job. Kakashi in the PS2 game, PS2 Naruto games, was also able to mimic foes' normal attack. Just need some patience.
この匂いはカグラ、あっちの方だ。一体何しに来やがった。
カグラか。オラは淡いようにこっちから行くかの。
Going for a 3000 series or 4000 series? Are GPUs expensive in your country? Quite. GPUs can cost more or less the price of a PS5 or a PS4 Pro. Well, PS4 Pros right now have dropped in price, but I'm going for some GPUs, especially Nvidia. GPUs are a lot more expensive than consoles here. However, I asked my friend who is an expert on PC. He recommended me buy an AMD instead, an AMD graphic card. So the graphic card that I'm using, because I'm using an AMD processor and a graphic card right now, so he recommended me to use. I forgot the name. Hold on. He recommended me to use an AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT, which from what he told me, because he's quite the expert on PC, it has more or less the same. It's a very high-end piece. It's a very high-end GPU, and it has more or less the same ability as RTX 4000 series. And it's a lot cheaper when it comes to AMD graphic cards here, because most people, AMD do hit different, yeah. Because most people would go for Nvidia due to its brand name alone. At least here in Indonesia, Nvidia graphic cards are quite expensive due to the high demand. Oh, Sesshomaru?
まあいいじゃないか。どのみちこの狐は消さなきゃまずい。そういうわけで死んでもらうよ。
オラの狐妖術を甘く見るなよ。
Are you kidding me right now? Look at this odds. Look at the odds for this. Are you kidding me? I'm fighting both Kagura and Sesshomaru? As Shippo, what the fuck?
遊ばない？
いざいざ一本目勝負
This is getting out of hand. But since Shippo is basically Shang Tsung in this game. Oh, no. Or I read the chat later. You know, I'm fighting Sesshomaru. I lost. AMD is great for CPUs, but their GPUs are just okay in my opinion. If you can grab 4060 to keep yourself future-proof for a while, definitely go for that if you can afford it. If not, get the AMD. Alright, I'll consider that. They really just ganged up on an innocent fox passing by. Try again. Drop their current rivalry just to bully ship up. Exactly. Like two powerful characters ganging up against one little fox demon. Someone call child service, please. Yeah, this is child abuse right now. Hey, at least Sesshomaru didn't get embarrassed.
オラが勝ったのか？
This dialogue.
二人がかりで来られるとは。この尻尾もちょびっとだけ驚いたぞ。
Wish you the best of luck on this GPU so you can finally play MK1. It's not just MK1. I do want to play other AAA modern games on my PC. I mean, I can play MK11, and I don't know if it's just, again, I'm a PC guy at the end of the day, regardless, because I love my emulators, but for some reason, I don't think my PC is weak, but for some reason, I always get error messages whenever I play MK11, and it's not like I can't run the game. I can run the game in like 55 to 60 FPS, but it always has an error message during mid-stage or like mid-gameplay for no apparent reason. And the thing is, I'm beginning to enjoy MK11, even with the flaws, even with the grind. I have this weird enjoyment when it comes to grinding. So what do you think about MK1 so far, Sega?
ここは一つオラの妖術で驚かせてやろう。
この私に術や呪いは通用しない。
七宝様の妖術は特別じゃ。試してみんか？
But even so, like, I'm not in the most hurry when it comes to buying a new graphic card. My PC is just fine as it is. A lot of, like, I could still play a lot of good modern games on medium settings. Just bad optimization when it comes to PC. It isn't only the game, but also lots of games, sadly. Yeah, unfortunately. Again, one of the reasons why I mainly play on PC is emulators. Yeah, I've watched the story. I think the story is good for what it is. It's a lot better than MK11 and X, I might say that. I do like MK1 story, the way it's told. It's like, especially in the first chapters of the story, it feels like I'm watching an 80s, 70s old kung fu movie. Considering Mortal Kombat was the first Mortal Kombat was heavily inspired by those movies. Ed Boon loves his movies. Ara. I rarely played it. Lol. I still haven't finished the story, but the story is well made and well told this time around. Like I said, I'm not big into Mortal Kombat. I don't like modern fighters. That's why you see me play more of the old than new. I still buy it because I'm an idiot. I guess lol, plus I can use it for future content for costumes. I always like the Halloween costumes, skins, or whatever you call it. I mean, understandable. I mean, you can enjoy anything you like. And who am I to judge, honestly? Oh, Baraka is cool. Yeah, another challenge. Fighting Jockhead. Hajime. Oh, that was close. Ah, darn it. I almost had him. Oh, this time it's Kirara instead of Shippo. No, 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 no. Ah, damn it. Press the wrong button. Ah, finally. That was close. This is cheap. Yeah, this is a challenge mode instead of like an actual fighting. It's one of those mini Street Fighter games. Like I'm buying Tekken and I wasn't big on Tekken. I'm a Virtual Fighter guy, but still getting it. CD keys headed for 44, so as long as I can grab them cheap and not full price, I'll buy them.
こいつものすごく腹が立つぞ。
Yeah, that was real close.
おお、ミロク、いいところで会おうた。
ん？尻尾ではありませんか。私に何か用ですか？
ミロクはなんでそんなに女子が好きなんじゃ？
Why is that even a question, Shippo? You think you'll get 1K at the end of the year? Subs, I mean? Hopefully. If I don't get 1K, then I don't get 1K. You know, it is what it is. I'm hoping I can get there. That's why I've been streaming a lot more often. And like, I know I mentioned this on the beginning of the stream. Most of the views comes from the videos I made, the videos in demand. And the only problem with that is that it's taking a while to make those kind of videos with the editing, the recording, and the script writing. Considering I do everything by myself, and with the ever-growing busy work schedule that I'm in right now, and a lot of personal things as well, family time and personal time and other things that I need to do, I'm trying to be a little laid back when it comes to discussion videos. As I said in the previous, as I said in the early part of this live stream, I actually decided to remove 2 videos, discussion videos from the channel, the Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary videos. It's because I don't consider those videos in the quality that I hoped for, and number 2, it's the series videos that I plan to do, or I did plan for celebrating the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. So I did once made a plan to cover a retrospective of all of the Mortal Kombat games, from Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat, to Mortal Kombat 11 as the 30th anniversary special, and it's overwhelmed the shit out of me. From the script making, the video editing, the recording, everything, considering I'm doing it alone, it's quite a lot. So, if you didn't get 1K subs, make a video insulting us and tell us how useless we are. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's not... like, I'm not gonna insult people. I'm not gonna go on a rant. It's not healthy, physically and mentally. As I was saying, I know it's a joke, but yeah, it's just not healthy physically and mentally. As I was saying, it's very overwhelming. So what I plan to do for this channel is, for easy content streaming, of course, like I said, live streams are the easiest content to do on a YouTube channel. Just hit record, play some video games or whatever, and then talk whatever it is that you have in your mind. For video discussions, I do want to, how do I say it? I do want to specify certain content that I would make for the video discussions. I will not be making series or like a series of videos for celebration, as in like outside of anniversary videos, I will not make. I will not force myself to make a discussion video out of, obligation to celebrate a certain video game anniversary, like I did with Mortal Kombat or other games. I will probably cram or like specify video discussions on the topic that I really want to cover, or topics that engage a lot of viewers in this channel. So when I saw the analytics for the channels, most of my best performing videos are about beat 'em up games like Streets of Rage or any other beat 'em up games, and Muso games, whether it's Dynasty and Samurai Warriors or Sengoku Basara. So video discussions, I'm going to be a lot more focused, at least a planning for the channel going forward. I'm going to be a lot more focused when it comes to Sengoku Basara discussion videos, because most of the viewers who came to this channel are looking for Muso content, and I would what better way to talk about Muso games than Sengoku Basara, considering not a lot of people in the Muso community know of Sengoku Basara. So I plan to make more discussion videos in Sengoku Basara, but at the same time I try not to overwhelm myself when it comes to YouTube videos, because I wanted to do this as something that I'm passionate with and not as a chore or an obligation. So outside of, again, probably the two most discussion videos that I'll be covering are about Sengoku Basara and beat 'em up games, and probably some underrated fighting games and so on. We'll see. Profar is a specialist of gaming. Only some.
ほらお子供扱いしよって。
いや別にバカにしてるわけじゃ。しっぽ遊んでほしいんなら初めからそう言いなさい。
Dum 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 da da dum.
泣いても知らんぞ。
やれやれ。
やれやれ。
いざいざ一本目勝負。それそれそれそれ勝者
尻尾。
オラはもう立派な大人なんじゃ。これからは子供扱いするんじゃないぞ。始まるんじゃ。おーい、カゴメ。
Hold
俺が
on.
一緒に遊んでやってもいいぞ。
いいわよ、しっぽちゃん。でも何して遊ぶの？
オラの妖術で驚かしてやるぞ。
ちょっとやそっとじゃ私は驚かないわよ。でも面白そうね。
Nah, I'll stick with Profar.
見たら絶対びっくりするぞ。それじゃあ始めるぞ。
Straightforward. Yep. Straightforward. Keep it simple. Simple and clean.
勝負。
Oh shit!
許さない。
Thanks, Shippo. That actually hurts my ear. I miss. Sega, I do watch Severe often, and one thing I admired the guy, he can stream up to 6 to 7 hours. I can't even do that for the life of me.
またいつでも遊んでやるわい。じゃあな、カゴメ。
Oh, we're going straight to Naraku? I guess we fought all of the opponents, so we don't need to go to the challenge mode. Ding. Alright, straight to Naraku.
一体なんじゃここは。それにこの正気。
小狐。死にたくなかったら今すぐここから消え去れ。
I can't do that either. Maybe drunk, but sitting on a chair for hours on end. No, thank you.
やっぱりとんでもないところに来てしもうたようじゃ。じゃが、オラとて妖怪じゃ。奈落ごときなんぞ。オラの妖術でてんてこまいにしてやる。
この奈落を愚弄するとは大した度胸だな、小狐。ただで死ねると思うなよ。
I'm sorry. I'm not gay, but listening to Morikawa's voice is sex to my ears. I've said worse, so whatever. Gotcha! Kadoosh. Shippo beating Naraku. This is how InuYasha ends, ladies and gentlemen. Naraku being beaten by Shippo. He brags about it.
よーく覚えとけ。オラが大妖怪の七宝様じゃ。
Tough little cookie. Alright, still a long way to go. Okay, now it's time for the best girl, Kikyo.
さて出かけるか。
カゴメ様はひょんなことから戦国時代に
I'm skipping the opening. Some characters don't have unique openings.
始めるぞ。ちょっと待ってキキョ。お前はサンゴとか言ったか。ちょうどいい。お前に頼みがある。カゴメに伝えてくれ。お前に犬夜叉は渡さないと。そんなこと私は言えない。だってあなたはもう死んでるんだよ。犬夜叉をカゴメちゃんから取らないで。黙れ。生きている貴様に私の気持ちがわかるものか。必ず伝えてもらおう。
Dum dum da da dum.
これを食らえ。私が相手だよ。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
やっ我に魂を。はっはっ行くよ。行け。はっはっはっはっ行け。我に魂を。はっはっはっ光は行け。行くよ。はっはっ我に魂を。
Yeah, this has a lot of Samurai Showdown vibes. Or The Last Blade. Well, to me, it feels more like The Last Blade than Samurai Showdown. Maybe because of the music? Ow. The Last Blade for sure. Mm-hmm.
勝者帰郷。
そこまでにしておきなさい。とやかく言うからこうなるのだ。あれはカゴメ。ちょうどいい。犬夜叉の蹴りをつけてくれる。
The vengeful zombie ex-girlfriend.
始めるぞ。なんだ。さっきから私の顔をジロジロ見て。
カゴメとは全然違う匂いなのに顔はカゴメと似てやがる。お前は一体何者だ。
うるさいやつだ。カゴメは私の生まれ変わりだ。
それにこの匂い。お前死人か。
野蛮な妖怪だな。沸騰しい。
Thanks,
私が
Sega.
カゴメでないと分かったのならどこへなりとされ。
Also, thanks a lot, guys. 9 viewers. Appreciate it a lot.
生意気な口聞きやがって。カゴメと顔が似てるからって容赦しねえぞ。
Bring it on, Wolf Boy.
いつでもいいぜ。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
Ow. Gotcha.
これを食らえ。我に魂よ。
決着
I love me some badass archer girls.
勝者桔梗
Douche.
おとなしくこの場を去れ。狼ごとき、私の相手ではない。くだらん時を使ってしまった。
I might make this as a two-parter. So I'm going to use the top row first, then I'll go for the bottom row next. On next stream, I meant.
始めるぞ。
どうやら客人のようですな。お主が探しておるのはこいつかな。確かにこの邪剣、四魂のかけらを持っておるぞ。だがこのかけら
I was going to say you'll be here for like 5 hours or beating the game with everyone. Yeah.
お主のようなやつには
Granted, the story mode or the Feudal Fairy Tale mode in this game is a lot shorter than most fighting games. But so here's the thing, I thought I might beat everyone in one go, but apparently it took longer than I expected.
お主、殺されたいのか。
いざいざ始め
Hajime!
行け行け行け我に魂よ行け行け我に魂よ
そこまで
Kikyo basically can cheat for this part of the game because most of her special attacks are projectiles.
貴様がここまでやるとはまずい殺生丸様に殺されてしまう
お前が調子に乗るからであろう。私の知る由ではない。始めるぞ。
Another challenge mode.
お前は明賀ではないか。その岩がどうしたというのだ。
おお、ちょうど良いところに。実はこの岩の隙間に四魂のかけらが挟まっておるのでございますが、残念ながらこの明賀ではこれだけ大きな岩を砕いて取り出すことは不可能でございますじゃ。というわけですので、すみませんがあとはお任せしますじゃ。
言ってしまったか。しかし四魂のかけらとか言っていたな。放っておくわけにもいかぬか。
いざいざ始め
行け行けはあはあそこだそこだ行け聞かぬわ行けはあはあそこだ
Kikyo is easily one of my favorite characters to play as in this game. I mean, she's my favorite girl in InuYasha, period.
そこだ行けややそこだ行け砕けて我に魂よ
そこまで
Yeah, her soul stealers are super effective.
さて結構な時が経ちましたが、調子はいかがですかな。おお、あの大きな岩を完全に砕いてしまう。
Exactly, no cars in InuYasha, only giant boulders.
造作もない。
四魂のかけらが3個も入っていたようですな。お見事でございますじゃ。
始めるぞ。ん？お前は犬夜叉たちといた。 奉仕よ、こんなところで何をしている？
あなたを待っておりました。あなたはもうこの世にあってはならない存在。私とて仏の道に身を置く者、この世からあなたを成仏させましょう。
私を消すというのか。ならば容赦はせぬ。
仕方ありませんね。女子に手をかけるのは好みではありませんが。
By the way, if you play as Miroku fighting Kikyo, he can still grab Kikyo's ass.
貴様が何であろうと関係ない。できるものならやってみるのだな。
I'm off, good sir. Going to head out in a few, do some grocery shoppings, and grab something for lunch. Looking forward for part 2 of this. Have a great weekend. Thanks a lot, Sega Saturn. No Ken, and you have a good weekend too. I'll see you later. Wareni Tamashio. I think that means she said, I'm stealing your soul, or your soul is mine, basically. Monks don't discriminate. Shosha.
勝者
Kikyo.
そなたでは私の相手にはならぬ。貴様の法力など聞かぬ。さっさとこの場を立ち去るがよい。今後始めるぞ。カゴメよ、お前が一人になるのを待っていた。
I feel like this is gonna be a 1-on-2 fight.
キキオ、一人って一体どういうこと？
簡単なことだ。お前は邪魔だ。この場で倒してやる。
そんなこと言われて、はいそうですかって言えるわけないじゃないの。
問答無用。カゴメ。
Oh, okay. I thought we're gonna fight Kagome and InuYasha at the same time, but no, it's just Kagome.
邪魔だ。
あなたは。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
やっ、行け。ここだ。行け。あれに返すよ。ここだ。ここだ。行くわよ。まれにかまってよ。まれにかまってよ。まれにかまってよ。
I can do that, but better.
勝者帰郷。
この世にあるのは一人だけでいい。お前は本来ここにいてはいけない人間だ。元いた場所へ帰れ。
Jeez, Kikyo, you don't need to be so vengeful. Right now, before we get to Naraku, we're gonna fight Shippo.
始めるぞ。
おーい、カゴメってお主は桔梗ではないか。
何か用か。
相変わらず不愛想な女じゃ。オラはカゴメの方が好きじゃ。
それ以上言うと子供でも容赦せぬぞ。この場から立ち去るがよい。
オラを子供扱いするな。女子だからってこっちこそ容赦せんぞ。
小妖怪が後悔しても知らぬぞ。どうしたものか。
驚け。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
This theme really resembles Kagura's theme from the show. Oh, darn it. Just a little bit more.
決着。勝者桔梗。
この場から去りなさい。お前ごときにこの私が倒せるわけもない。
Well, thank you for stating the obvious, Kikyo.
分かったらおとなしくこの場を去れ。
Now for the last one.
始めるぞ。奈落よ、自ら結界を解くとはどういうことだ。
待っておったぞ桔梗。お前をこの奈落のものにするために解いたのだ。
バカな。逆に返り討ちにしてくれる。
そう素直に聞いてくれるとは思ってない。力ずくでいただこうかと思ったまで。
いいだろう。相手をしてやる。そして貴様を殺す。
Oh yeah, interesting fact here. If you play as Naraku in the story mode, his final boss will not be Naraku. His final boss will be Kikyo.
あの世へいざなってやろう。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
我に魂を、我に魂を、我に魂を行け。我に
甘いわ。
我に魂を、我に魂行け。我に魂を。
Toshiyuki Morikawa is so good, absolutely. Oh, fun fact about Kikyo's voice actress, Hidaka Noriko. She voiced Seta Sojiro in Rurouni Kenshin, the original anime.
まれに魂をまれに魂をまれに魂を砕け散れ受けまれに魂を受けやっまれに魂をまれに魂をまれに魂を受けまれに魂を受け
Oh, that was close. One thing I notice with this game is that, especially in harder difficulties, enemies have input reading. So when you jump, the enemies jump, and when you do a parry or an attack, they will do an attack this like the same type of attack.
愚かな男だ。あの洞窟で私の手当てを受けていた頃に逆戻りだな。
Yeah, I'm gonna play 2 more characters, then I'll end the stream. I'll continue in part 2. Yeah, time to play as Ninja Girl, Sango.
私の名はサンゴ、妖怪退治屋の生き残り。我が一族をこのような目に遭わせたのは奈落だ。そうとも知らずに各地に散った四魂のかけらを追っている犬夜叉たちを敵だと信じ込み戦いを挑んだ。しかし全てが奈落の卑怯な罠だと知った時、かごめちゃん、犬夜叉、奉仕様、尻尾、みんな新たな仲間として優しく迎え入れてくれた。私はいつか必ず奈落を追い詰め奈落を倒す。そして必ず我が弟琥珀をこの手に取り戻してやる。私たちの旅はこれからもまだまだ続く。
始めるよ。
Let's start with Miroku.
奉仕様、ちょっと相談したいことが。
Oh yeah, Sango has Wang Yi's voice from Dynasty Warriors, Kuwashima Hoko.
おや、サンゴではありませんか。一体どうしたのですか。
修行に付き合って欲しかっただけなのに、なぜここで触る必要がある。
修行いいですよ。さあ始めましょうか。
なんでいつもこうなるの。
始めるよ。
Alright, there we go.
いざいざ一本目勝負。
はいはい、開いと行きます。行くよ。はいそれ。それ。
Hiraikotsu. Gotcha. I like that attack. Kirara.
これで決まりだ。
こ
シャサンゴ。
大したことないね。王子様、大丈夫？このスケベ奉仕、心配した私がバカだった。よっ。始めるよ。
Challenge. Is it the bees? It's the bees.
あれって催眠書？すごい数。こっちに向かってきている。面白いじゃない。私は妖怪専門の退治屋だよ。かかってきな。
Not the bees. Yeah. Well, at least Sango can destroy them.
いざいざ始め。
Ow, wrong button. Oh no, Shippo, again, you cost me my victory. Ah, I missed. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this mini game. Hey, Mini Spag, welcome. Sango best waifu. Yeah? Though I prefer Kikyo.
何匹か逃がしたようだね。四魂のかけらが2個。まあ、これでよしとしよう。始めるよ。
Another challenge. Is it the rock challenge? Yes.
あれ、ミョウガジ、こんなところにいたんだ。その岩に何かあるの？
ほう、ちょうど良いところに。実はこの岩の隙間に四魂のかけらが挟まってるんじゃが、残念ながらこのミョウガではこれだけ大きな岩を砕いて取り出すことは不可能ですじゃ。というわけですので、あとはよろしく頼みましたぞ。
あ、どっか行っちゃった。けど、四魂のかけらがあるんなら放ってはおけないね。
いざいざ始め。
はいはい、ここだくらえ。はいはい、ここだくらえ。はいはい、ここだくらえ。はいはい、ここだくらえ。はいはいはい、ここだくらえ。はいはい、ここだくらえ。くらえ。
Hiraikotsu. That was close.
そこまで。さて、結構な時が経ちましたが、調子はどうですかな？おお、あの大きな岩を完全に砕いてやる。
思ってたより大したことなかったね。
四魂のかけらが3個も入っていたようですな。お見事ですじゃ。
Okay, let's fight Totosai first. Let's go on top.
始めるよ。あ、トウトウサイのおじいちゃん。ちょっと私の飛来骨を見てもらえないかな。
ん？どれどれ？こりゃひどい、ボロボロじゃ。よくこんなので戦ってたの。これじゃない方がマシじゃ。
見てもらうようにお願いしたのは私だけど、その言い方ちょっとひどくない？
だってこんなので戦ったら命を落とすもん。
わかった。そこまで言うなら実際に試してみようか。
Dum dum da da dum.
始めるよ。
わしに当てるなよ。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
そこまで。ほいほいほい。あらよ。そこまで。ほいほいほい。あらよ。ほいほい。あらよ。
Darn it. Get him, Kirara! Ugh. That was close. Sango versus Dynasty Wars Jurong. Sango is better.
おじいちゃん大丈夫？
Also, Comic Sans.
ほら、私が勝ったじゃない。飛来骨の手入れはちゃんとしているんだから。
Is it Comic Sans?
始めるよ。
I see. Well, in the original game, in the Japanese games, it's in Japanese letters. My guy has eyes from The Simpsons. Nice. It looks like it.
なんだ、人間の女か。暇つぶしにちょうどいいや。あんた、私の人形になっとくれよ。
Kagura.
人間の死体を操るなんて許せない。私は妖怪専門の退治屋なんだ。
Yeah, kanji.
お前も退治してやる。
They're probably trying to find a similar format to compensate with the kanji letters.
やってみな。逃げ場はないよ。悪く思うなよ。
いざいざ一本目
Shabu. Gotcha. Kira.
これで決まりだ。
Hello, Stick. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Oh, darn. Finisher. Hiraikots. One more attack. Gotcha. Sango is just a boomerang bro from Super Mario Brothers 3.
奈落の分身、覚悟しな。
Alright, 3 more fights to go.
どうだい？自分がやられる気分は。そうやって罪のない人々をあんたは殺したんだよ。
Man, I thought I was subscribed, but I'm now. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot, Stick. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Would love to get that 1K before the year ends. Alright. Like, after Segubasa 3, I'm just in the big mood of revisiting a lot of favorite games on the PlayStation 1. Mostly Japanese exclusive games. Well, this is not a Japanese exclusive game, but it came out really, really, really late for the West. I'd love to see her in the Hammer Bro in the Hammer Bros suit with the boomerang.
犬夜叉ちょっといい？私と腕試しをしないか？
腕試し？ああ、いいぜ。最近腕がなまってんだ。相手になってやるぜ。
言っとくけど、お互い手加減なしってことでいいね。
望むところよ。
Although InuYasha is definitely stronger than Sango, but for some reason I can see Sango kicking InuYasha's ass. For PS1, this doesn't look bad. It actually looks really good. I admire the sprite works for this game. Again, it's not the most mechanically complex fighting game, but I feel like it does the job well done. This is why I said I would love for an actual competitive fighting game for InuYasha. Like, given more time and budget, this could have been an amazing fighting game. The one fight that starts as friendly sparring, yeah. And not like Kagome and Shippo fighting over potato chips. A lot of Sango is a power-based kind of character. A lot of her attacks leaves you vulnerable. Kirara? Like Guilty Gear style? It feels more like The Last Blade or Samurai Showdown, honestly, than Guilty Gear.
Sango! 犬夜叉に勝っちゃった。
どうしたの犬夜叉？だらしないね。もう終わりかい？どうやら私の勝ちだね。
After I'm done with Sango, one more character, Miroku.
始めるよ。
Okay, who's fighting in front of Naraku's fortress? Chef Sanji629 is subscribing. Thank you so much, Chef Sanji. I'm looking at the notification now.
私でよければ相談に乗るけど。
私って戦えないし、みんなの足手まといになってるんじゃないかって。
そんなことないと思うけど。それに、かごめちゃんにしかでき
Oh, you were lurking, I guess, Sanji? But, again, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. I know some of my games are probably very niche, but I hope you enjoy the content anyways. You just got here? Thank you, man. Again, some of the games I played are not necessarily the most popular games, but I like my niche games. Especially Japanese exclusive games. Come on. Chef Sanji. It's okay, they all make fun of my games as well. Da-da-da-da. I mean, if you enjoyed them, at the very least, it's not trash, okay? If you enjoy the games that you played, so it's not a trash game. Hell, if you enjoy Shaq Fu for all I care, then Shaq Fu is not trash. But once again, darn it, as I'm getting shot by Kagome. Once again, I really appreciate it. It's been an enjoyable stream that you guys are here. Okay, take this. I don't care, and I agree. I don't care, and I play whatever I want. Yeah, and make content whatever I want as well. And one of the things I do like when it comes to niche games is that, considering these games are niche, I get to be the one guy who introduced it to a lot of people. Like Sengoku Basara, one of the reasons why I played a lot of Sengoku Basara on this channel is to bring more eyes to Sengoku Basara. When I first started this channel, I wanted to bring more eyes on Streets of Rage Remake, so that's why I made that video, why Streets of Rage Remake is better than 4. A particularly controversial opinion, but, you know, controversy brings attention, whether you like it or not. Or like Eric Bischoff said, but it doesn't bring cash to me because I'm not monetized, but controversy brings cash. But I tried to make the channel a bit more positive and showcase a lot more underrated games, fighting games, hack and slash, and so on. I watched the anime all time back in the day. What, InuYasha? I'm actually revisiting InuYasha with the boys on Discord. We're almost at the end of the original InuYasha, then we'll go to the final act. InuYasha still to this day is my favorite anime series. One of the things that interest me with InuYasha, or like one of the things why InuYasha hooked me in, was because it is considered a shonen. Oh, Sengoku Basara, nice! Nice that you watched Sengoku Basara. I haven't watched a lot of Sengoku Basara anime, unfortunately, but I played more of the games. It's a game franchise from Capcom that turned into an anime. So, as I was saying, InuYasha, one of the things that interests me with InuYasha is that for a shonen show, is a lot more grounded when it comes to the action. And I do love the mix of shonen action and shoujo fantasy for InuYasha. So it's like, it's a shonen action game with a mix of rom-com to it. And not a lot of anime shows does that, especially back in the day. Not a lot of did that. And I feel like Rumiko is a genius on her own right to be able to craft a story like InuYasha. Are there problems in InuYasha? Of course, every anime has its problems. Every anime has its flaws. But for me, the flaws in InuYasha as an anime don't degrade the show from being a quality show. I can't wait until I play Sengoku Basara for Samurai and showcase all of the characters. And one of the things I like about the InuYasha anime, or the story in general, is that whether you agree or disagree that the anime runtime was too long, or like it didn't need to be 190 episodes, but at the very least, with that length, it has a clear beginning, a middle, and an end. The way InuYasha ends ties up everything that happened in the past events of InuYasha. It's not like they just... As much as I like Naruto, I don't really like how Naruto ends. Outside of Naruto vs Sasuke, I don't like that they brought up Kaguya as the final boss, or like, as the big bad, when there was no like hint or tease towards that event, or like towards the fight against Kaguya. It's just a new villain coming out of Kishimoto's ass because Kishimoto wrote Madara being too OP. Madara became too overpowered and he couldn't figure out a way for Naruto and the gang to eventually defeat him, so let's just bring up a new villain. And I feel like because of that, it kind of diminished diminished a lot of the story, or not a lot, most part of the story. It's kind of like basically Kaguya and Black Zetsu manipulating everything kind of makes whatever happened especially in Naruto Shippuden, a bit pointless. And I'm also not a fan of Naruto Shippuden during the war arc bringing back a lot of dead characters, like just Edo Tensei, the Akatsuki, Edo Tensei, Asuma, Edo Tensei, a lot of past villains like the Sound 4 or Sound 5, and Zabuza and Haku, because they don't have enough characters on the villain side outside of Obito and Kabuto, so they need to bring back a lot of these brought back a lot of these characters for our heroes to fight with. That's one of the biggest problems I have with Naruto. All right, a lot of shonen as well. I kind of want to, before I continue, I kind of want to, because I mentioned this in previous streams as well. Like some people complain that InuYasha doesn't have a lot of main characters. And I argue back by saying, why do you need a lot of main characters in an anime? Again, granted, you can make a lot of characters and have the story comprehensive, but I don't think InuYasha, considering, like, again, with the length that it is, with the story that it is, needs too many main characters. Like, if anything, I do like the fact that InuYasha's story revolves around a group of characters, a group of individuals, whether it's InuYasha's gang, Sesshomaru's gang, and then Naraku as the villain. I do like that. You do have some one-off villains or some other major villains, like the Band of Seven. I do like some one-off villains as well, like Yura, Princess Abby, the Thunder Brothers, basically going for a point A to point B, or it's like an arc villain for a character. I do like that about InuYasha. This is more of a subjective personal preference. One of the things, or one of the tropes I don't like with shonen anime, and I'm not saying this to shit on shonen anime in general, of course. There are a lot of good things that shonen anime did, but like I said, this is more of a personal standpoint. One of the things I don't like as a trope in shonen anime is that you have so many characters. You have so many good guys and so many bad guys. Like every arc, you have this big battle between... Because you have so many characters, the show always have the need to showcase the character's ability and also some part of the character's past. Like, for example, Bleach. Bleach has so many soul weavers, or like shinigamis, right? It has so many espadas, it has so many arancars, it has so many quincies, and each episode are dedicated to kind of like develop these characters, dedicated to showcase their abilities and in some degree showcase or show their past events, or why are they behaving this way. And it's one of the reasons I feel like shonen anime sometimes overstay its welcome. Like when people complain about InuYasha being too long, one of the reasons why again, my problem is not necessarily with shonen anime, it's mostly against shonen fans, is that some of the criticisms they throw up for the shows I like are applied to their shows as well. Like, for example, when they complain InuYasha is too long. Like, I can say the same thing about Bleach. I can say the same thing about Naruto. I can say the same thing about One Piece. And when people say, oh, InuYasha is too long because you have 190 episodes just to fight Naraku. And then I said to those people, I mean, have you not watched... I mean, considering they're One Piece fans, One Piece dedicated 5 years in the one arc just to fight Kaido. Like, if anything, some of One Piece arcs are longer than the entirety of InuYasha combined. So again, why is it okay? Or and then their counter argument, oh, it's as Oda's. Again, I'm not saying this to shit on One Piece, okay? I get why it's popular, and their reasoning was when I said, oh, One Piece is long as well, like 5 years on one arc. Oh, but it's how Oda Eiichiro, the author, intended to be. Well, I can say the same thing with InuYasha. It's how Rumiko wanted to be. If Rumiko wanted to have the story revolving around these characters 190 episodes long, then it's her intentions. Same goes with Oda. I don't blame Oda Eiichiro for wanting Wano to be like, or for having Wano arc that long. I just, again, personally, I can't really subject myself to watch One Piece that long, especially now we got 1,071 episodes already. Again, I know why it's popular. I know why people say it's a good show. I personally, I don't have a problem. It's just, it's not my cup of tea. But I don't bash One Piece or Bleach or Naruto just for the sake of bashing, or like just bashing them or downplaying why they're popular. Which is why I don't like it when people do the same to the shows I watch. So let me read this. Like InuYasha, I feel like if it wasn't... I feel like if it wasn't the only thing on at 3 a.m., I wouldn't have watched it as much. Naraku made the show. I wanted them to get him so bad. Yeah, Naraku is one of my favorite anime villains. He's just such a scumbag villain. It actually, like, he works as a villain. A lot of anime shows that I watch are like that. It's because there was nothing going on TV outside of that anime. It ended up hooking me in. Kagura was a crappy switcheroo. It was like a foreshadowing for Boruto had to have a main villain. Kagura, yeah, I like Kagura as a side villain, but yeah, she's kind of a switcheroo. Other Naraku's incarnation, I do believe, deserve more screen time or more action. For example, I like Hakudoshi. I like Byakuya as Naraku's side gang or Naraku's incarnation. Kaguya. Okay, not Kagura. My bad. Kaguya from Naruto. Okay. Baki is bad at that though. Always stopping to explain the past and take. Yeah, that's one of the shonen anime trope that I personally don't like as well. It's like most of the fights are long, or most of the moments are long because of exposition. Like every single minute, the character has to explain their ability before their attack, or like their ability and weakness. InuYasha, on the other hand, like yes, there are some exposition during fights. I feel like when if the complaint is InuYasha is too long, I don't think the length of InuYasha was because of the moments. Like shonen, most shonen anime becomes longer because of the like. Most shonen anime are long because most of the moments are prolonged or extended, if you get what I'm saying. Like most of the fights are characters explaining their ability, and then you got flashbacks during fights. I feel like that trope is not as common in InuYasha. Most of the fights InuYasha are straightforward, as in like go to the point, get to the point. Yes, there are some explanation for abilities, but I feel like, which is why again, like fights in InuYasha are not as crazy as One Piece, Bleach, or Naruto, but at the very least they are direct to the point. Like it's not like every 5 seconds, let's say InuYasha fights Naraku or InuYasha fights Naraku for like every 5 seconds Naraku have to explain his ability, or InuYasha has to explain his ability. So the length of InuYasha was because of the overall story itself being long, not necessarily because you have a fairly simple story but extended through the fights. Like I give one example in shonen anime, Dragon Ball Z. Goku and Frieza is 20 episodes long. It is too long in my opinion. And I remember spending 4 episodes on Goku versus Frieza just to watch Goku raising his arms above his head, about to do the Spirit Bomb. I remember watching that on TV on a weekly basis. 4 weeks in a row, I'm watching on my TV, on our TV, Goku raising his arms for 4 weeks in a row. That is insane, in my opinion. That is insane. At the very least, InuYasha have less of that trope. Fights are direct. Oh yeah, I'm a big One Piece fan, but it takes like 300 episodes to get the actual story going. Yeah, like DBZ killing time by powering up. Again, I understand why One Piece is popular. I watched One Piece, especially back in the day when I was in grade school. I watched it from the East Blue Saga all the way until Skypiea. I stopped watching after Skypiea because the anime stopped airing on TV, and I missed a lot of episodes to the point where, yeah, I can't follow it anymore. Now, Dragon Ball Z Kai actually cut the fat a little when it comes to the fights, which I appreciate. Yeah, like when people complain about, oh, it took 190 episodes to fight Naraku. Dude, it takes 200. I don't know if it's 200, but it takes a lot of episodes, I remember, as well, to fight Frieza. I can tell from your name that you're a One Piece fan, by the way, Chef Sanji. Out of the Straw Hat Cruise back in the day, when I was still watching One Piece, Sanji was definitely my favorite. I didn't see DBZ Kai. I saw DBZ Kai, especially during the Frieza arc. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, damn, I can't believe I'm 2.5 hours in with 5 characters. I remember the arcade or the story mode for this game being pretty short. I mean, Steph Sanji, my profile picture is from Yasha Hime, the sequel of InuYasha, Takechio. And my profile picture is Takechio from Yasha Hime. If you can tell that, then you know that I'm an InuYasha fan. Again, I would probably love One Piece if I continued watching it after the Skypiea arc. And back in the day, when animes are not on TV, you have to buy DVDs. And DVDs are quite pricey here, back in the day. But then again, you got pirated DVDs. Unfortunately, even though we have pirated DVDs all over the place, but it was quite rare to find an anime DVD. Naraku reminds me of Samsho character, like he'd work as a character. I have Yasha Hime yet. It's on my watch list. Still gotta see the new Trigun anime. Nice. Yasha Hime, I would say it's not very good. But I know this is not much of a praise, because when people... I don't consider it... one of the biggest problem with Yasha Hime to me is the cohesiveness of the story. It's like, the story is... It's a short story, 48 episodes, but my problem with Yasha Hime is that a lot of plot points are still loose ends at the end of Yasha Hime. Which is like the opposite of InuYasha. My favorite thing about InuYasha is that every loose end are tied in the ending. In Yasha Hime's case, you have a lot of loose ends in the ending. Now, this is not much of a I know this is not much of a praise, but at the very least, Yasha Hime didn't disrespect the original cast. It did not disrespect InuYasha, it did not disrespect Kagome, Miroku, Sango, Sesshomaru. All the original cast, at the very least, are respected. Not like Boruto. Now, I know, I know saying Yasha Hime is better than Boruto is not a praise. It's like... anything is better than Boruto at this point. But at the very least, the one thing I praised of Yasha Hime, outside of the art style being true with InuYasha, and the action is fairly good, is that at the very least it didn't disrespect the original cast. Yeah, One Piece picks up pretty well, but I can't blame anyone not wanting to get through hundreds of episodes to finally get the story and better that's going on. One Piece is pretty goofy.
縁と申すのか、各地に散った紫紺のかけらを追っているカゴメ様とInuYashaの2人と出会い、ご一緒することに。旅の途中、卑怯な手口でいろんな罠を仕掛けて紫紺のかけらを狙う忌々しい我が宿敵奈落が現れた。しかし私たちにも七宝サンゴとどんどんと仲間が増えたのです。私はいつか必ず奈落を追い詰め奈落を倒す。そして必ずやこの呪縛を解き放ってみせる。私たちの旅はこれからもまだまだ続くのです。
Okay. Also, Sanji, you played X-Men Legends? Nice.
始めますか。
Challenge mode. I love X-Men Legends. I played the second one. I love that kind of beat 'em ups, you know, the top view beat 'em up games where you can play 4 players. I was more invested with Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but X-Men Legends was good. I haven't... Unfortunately, I didn't play a lot of the first one. I played more of the second one. X-Men Legends 2 on PSP had extra characters. I actually played X-Men Legends 2 or is it Legends 1 on the Nokia N-Gage. That game was really tough for all the wrong reasons. I think they used the GBA version for the N-Gage. And the difficulty in that game is absolutely bullshit. But I still enjoyed it. Miroku is easily one of my favorite characters to play as in this game. InuYasha, Miroku, and Sesshomaru. For female character, my favorite to play as is Kikyo. Yeah, I love those games. Played them all, and the Ultimate Alliance games too. My PC sucks so hard to emulate, but played them all back in the day. Yeah, I actually have. I have yet to play that, unfortunately. I have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on my Switch. Can't wait to play that game. Wow, haven't heard the N-Gage in forever. I owned the N-Gage back in 2004. I have a Game Boy Advance and an N-Gage. Now, I've heard the N-Gage didn't do so well, but for what it is, I really like the N-Gage. To me, it was ahead of its time. The fact that Nokia was had an idea to combine phones and like mobile phones and gaming. It was ahead of its time. Like I said, now a lot of mobile phones have games, or a lot of games are in mobile phones. Hold on, there's a PC version of X-Men Legends 2? I know there are PC versions of Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Ultimate Alliance 2, but those games runs like donkey dick on the PC. Did the N-Gage run games well? Yeah, for the most, a lot of games, yes. So the ones that I played the most on N-Gage were Sonic N, which is basically Sonic Advance, the first Sonic Advance game. Pandemonium. Pandemonium was great, okay, on the N-Gage. Like, that's a PS1 Sega Saturn game. It is compressed quality, but it's really good. Siphon Filter, it's the GBA version of Siphon Filter. They also have Siphon Filter on the DS for the N-Gage. Now, it's probably better on the DS, but again, I didn't bother too much with performance. The fact that I can play Siphon Filter, a 3D Siphon Filter game on the N-Gage was astonishing. Siphon Filter, and then you have King of Fighters for the GBA. I think it was, I forgot the name, the King of Fighters games on the GBA, but we have King of Fighters on the Nokia N-Gage, the GBA version. Runs really well. And there are good racing games as well, like Asphalt and Sega Rally. I remember a lot of good games running on the N-Gage.
必ず仕留める。さて行くよ。
いざいざ。一本目。勝負。
Akagura is a good character though, regardless, with her problem.
暗いな。風神の舞。僕よ。行きます。やっ。それ。それ。それ。それ。それ。それ。それ。はっ。それ。それ。行きます。僕よ。暗いな。暗いな。行きます。清め様へ。僕よ。清め様へ。風神の舞。僕よ。
Yeah. When Miroku fights female character, his grab attack is touching his opponent's ass. I had a mobile sidekick at the time. Had a lot of early App Store games. Nice. It's unfortunate that Nokia N-Gage, from what I've heard, was a flop for Nokia. But the fact that they brought up the idea first than other mobile companies, it was something to be made. You know, it was something to be appreciated for. It's crazy how Nokia thought the idea of combining mobile phones and video games. Now, like it's crazy to think that was an idea back in the day. Now we have a lot of people playing video games or games on their mobile phones. Like I'm Indonesian, okay? I live in Indonesia. Of course, I'm Indonesian. I live in Indonesia. I live in Jakarta. Like, unlike the West, video game consoles are considered a luxury here. Like video game consoles, video game PCs are considered a luxury here. It's not something. Again, I'm not saying this to, you know, as a way to demeanor anyone, whether you live in America, the West, or you live in Indonesia. Like, I know a lot of people, or I know some people who lives in the United States. He has a day job in Walmart, for example. He has a day job in Walmart, and from his day job in Walmart, he can collect video games and buy the consoles that he wants. Again, I'm saying this mostly from what I've heard. I'm sure it's not a general occurrence, but the fact that you can work retail in the United States and earn a video game console or buy video games in general, even collect them, it's a different situation compared to what we have here in Indonesia, specifically in Jakarta. In Jakarta, even like I work as a salesman. Okay, I work in a private company. I work as a distributing agent for scientific equipments, and sometimes even my basic salary is still a struggle for me to get over on a monthly basis. I usually rely most of my income on bonuses. The fact, like, I usually buy video games or entertainment products from, you know, I can buy the things I like from bonuses at my job or from my job. It's a completely different situation. What I'm trying to say is that mobile games here are insanely popular. Mobile games here are insanely popular because it's easily accessible, and it's a common entertainment for a lot of people. I'm not saying to be disrespectful. I'm not saying this as a condescending manner, but a lot of people can't afford gaming PCs and gaming consoles. So the easiest way for them to play a video game, especially in modern times, is from their mobile phones. That's why you got games like PUBG, Fortnite, Mobile Legends, Arena of Valor, even Genshin Impact, insanely popular here. And when it comes to like PCs, most people usually use like I can say cheap laptops, okay? Affordable laptops. Not a lot of people can afford gaming PCs or gaming laptops. So Genshin Impact, considering the game is absolutely free, is a very popular game right here. All right, I'm fortunate enough to have a gaming PC. I'm fortunate enough to have a Nintendo Switch L. Even when I was a kid, I'm fortunate enough to. I'm not saying I'm a super privileged guy or I'm an insanely rich guy. No, I was fortunate. Okay, I have a fair share of privileges, but I also have a fair share of tough times in my youth. So back in the day, I used. So when it comes to console games, a lot of people or a lot of kids my age, and even kids these days, they mostly enjoy console games or PC games through rent. So they enjoy PC games from an internet cafe, or we like to call it rental. It's basically console renting. So it's like an internet cafe, but it's for consoles. So you pay a certain amount of money to play hours or two on a PlayStation in that area. If you get what I'm saying, it's like I said, it's internet cafe but with consoles. So a lot of people in my age back in the day, like kids my age back in the day and kids these days, played video game consoles from a rental. Now, I was fortunate enough to have a consoles back, multiple consoles. In fact, I got it from my parents and my grandparents. So my first console was Sega Mega Drive, and then I owned a Sega Game Boy, Sega Game Gear. I owned Nintendo Game Boy. So okay, the first was Sega Mega Drive or Genesis. I owned a Nintendo Game Boy. I owned a Super Nintendo. My grandparents bought me a Super Nintendo, and I owned a Sega Game Gear. Yeah, I was well equipped when it comes to video games. Then we moved to Australia for 2 years. My parents bought a Nintendo 64. And I still have the Nintendo 64. That thing is 25 years old and it's still running. It's crazy. We got a Nintendo 64. Went back to Indonesia. Went back to Jakarta, and I started grade school. I started first grade, and we got when I was in second grade, we got a PlayStation 1, and when I was in sixth grade, we got a PlayStation 2. Now after PlayStation, I also got a GBA and a Nokia Engage. Like, I didn't even think, when I look back at it, I was like, good lord, I was really well equipped when it comes to video games. And it's actually, to some people, when I share my past experience with gaming, I have all these things like, god damn, you're rich. No, I'm not rich. It's just that I was fortunate enough to, have these gaming experience. But I feel like when you're fortunate, like, here's the thing. I feel like I was fortunate enough, but I was never raised by my parents to be vain. I was never raised to the point where, oh yeah, you're rich, or I was never spoiled as a kid, okay? Even though I got a lot of it, but I was always raised by my parents to appreciate what you have, and if someone else has a better toy, don't look at those toys. Just appreciate that you have. That's the type of growing up I have to go back in the day. No, after the PS2, I don't even own a console anymore. I did have a PC, like a very cheap PC for school works and whatnot. Then I have a laptop. I actually bought a PC last year. I bought a gaming PC last year. Back then I played on my laptop. I used to have a crap top when I was in university. Now that I'm working, I earn a couple of bucks, I earn a couple of money, I do part-time jobs as well sometimes. I was able to buy a PC, I was able to buy a Nintendo Switch, so I'm well equipped. But being fortunate, in my opinion, does not necessarily mean that you're going to be arrogant or living in vain or living in spoiled. It doesn't necessarily work that way. Again, the way I grew up is that my parents taught me my parents introduced me to a lot of fortunate things, because so that when it's basically to taught me how to be grateful about everything that you have, because whatever that you have, there are a lot of people out there who wants what you have. So always be grateful and never look down on people as well. Like, always be grateful for what you have and never look down on other people. That's what growing up for me. And okay, well, the first version of the... Okay, no, they're gonna cancel you for showing that Miroku grab. Cancel culture, like, to me, cancel culture is just a bunch of insecure people trying to shit talk other people or trying to shame other people publicly just to make themselves feel better. There is no benefit I've seen, so far from what I've seen, there's no benefit from cancel culture at all, outside of just publicly shame someone on the internet to make yourself feel better. It's like a drug. Shit talking and cancel culture, in my opinion, is just... It's no better than being a junkie. If anything, if I want to be extreme with all you guys, I'd rather you be a junkie in drugs than playing with cancel culture. At the very least, you're just harming yourself instead of other people. Yeah, I feel the same way about PSP and Vita. People love to switch the Switch, and it was just good. Games was lacking, but not if you're like retro. Yeah, I'm well aware that we have it good over here. I understand what you're saying. It's okay to earn what you have. Yeah, exactly. Alright, InuYasha. Damn, almost 3 hours. And most of the time I spend here is not even playing the game. It's just story time with Profar, I guess. Oh, damn.
こいつでとどめだ。
He got me with the Bakuryuha, or the Backlash Wave. Kazana, Wind Tunnel.
そこまでだ。
At first, I actually planned to play all of the characters, but then again, like, I can't stream for 5 hours or 6. I'm not like Severe Outcome. Like that dude has dedication. I will give him that. Severe Outcome has insane dedications when it comes to streaming. Dude can go out for 6 and 7 hours. I'm already tired sometimes when I go out for 1.5 hours. Alright, let's finish this quick.
始めますか。
おお、魅力ではないか。相変わらず暇そうじゃな。オラが遊んでやってもいいぞ。
尻尾よ。こう見えても私も仏に仕える身。
I legit thought earlier that this is going to be a short stream to play as all the characters. I thought wrong. This is just as long as the Sengoku Basara streams.
さては尻尾。お前の方が暇を持て余しておるのではないのですか?
Yeah, Severe is dope. He makes sure he don't normally work the next day.
オラはお主のために遊んでやろうと言っておるだけじゃ。
やれやれ、まったく素直じゃない。尻尾と遊んであげますか。
Yeah, I'm also aware that Severe has some health problems. And this is just my opinion. I don't judge, but probably he needs to, you know, fix his sleeping schedule as well. I get it. Probably he's very busy in the day, so the only time he can play video games is at night. I mean, I'm the same way as well. I'm trying to fix my sleeping schedule. But yeah, I just hope he can manage his time well with his health. Like, I don't want anyone to compromise his own or his or her own health. Kazana? Darn it. Yeah, we're all rooting for him. Absolutely. He's a good dude.
私にちょっかいを出すからです。これくらいにしておけば、さすがの尻尾も静かになるでしょう。お？あの女子の尻、なかなか良い子を埋めそうですね。もし、そこ行く女子。
Look at this dialogue here. Ryuko saying, "Oh, that girl has nice hips. Wanna fuck? She might bear my children." Let's fight Kikyo.
始めますか。ん？あれは確かKikyo。
お前はInuYashaたちといた奉仕。何の用だ？
InuYashaとカゴメの二人は今を生きている。二人に構わず成仏できまいか。
Miracle would be done if they had Twitter.
今を生きている貴様らに。
私でよろしければ成仏のお手伝いはできますよ。
But then again, he probably won't give a fuck because, like Dave Chappelle said, Twitter is not a real place.
これ以上関わるというのなら生かしてはおかんぞ。
行きますか。引け。
いざいざ一本目勝負。
If you want to talk about perverted characters, people say Jiraiya is the best. People say Master Roshi is the best. But for me, my favorite perverted character in anime is Saibaryo from City Hunter. It's not like he gets away scot-free every time he harasses a lady. He gets slapped every time. Sango. Especially by Sango. Like there was this funny scene in InuYasha where Miroku proposed to Sango, and Sango's request is that she accepts, but only if Miroku stop, womanizing. And Miroku is like, I don't know.
こんなもんでしょう。始めますか。ここにいらしたのですか。ずいぶん探しましたよ、殺生丸。
貴様は確か。
When you think about it, Miroku's wind tunnel ability is actually quite OP. No, he actually had to think about it, bro. I mean, you already got the girl, you got Sango, why do you have to reconsider it? Just because you want to grow more asses.
くだらんやつだ。この殺生丸を甘く見よって。今すぐ殺してく。
Yeah, they have to nerf Miroku with the poison bugs. Yeah. But Miroku has some pretty cool moments, especially in the final act. Sesshomaru, the original Virgil. I like this move. Wasn't even a hard condition to keep. Dude just wants to be playable, playboy for the rest of his days. Well, he did mature up when eventually he started a family with Sango.
さすがに手強かったですね。さすがの私もちと疲れました。もう少し休んでから行くとしましょう。こんなもんでしょう。
The final stage.
始めますか。ここが奈落の城。なんとまがまがしい容器か。ようやくお出ましのようですね。
これは奉仕殿。よくぞ参られた。
奈落よ。我が祖父から続く因果。
Now people compare InuYasha and Sesshomaru being like Dante and Virgil because of their relationship as brothers. When you ask me, when I see InuYasha's personality, I feel like InuYasha in terms of personality is more similar to Nero than Dante.
奈落が相手をしてやる。お前も祖父や父のように朽ち果てるがいい。
この場で朽ち果てるのはお前の方だ。奈落、成敗する。
必ず仕留める。敵ではないな。
I always wanted to cosplay as Naraku.
1本目
Oh yeah, Nero is cool in DMC4. Same goes with Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2. I never thought Raiden as a bad character. I like him in MGS2.
これに耐えられるかな。
Oh, damn it.
敗者弥勒。
祖父のように朽ち果てるがいい。こうしよう。
Alright, let's finish this. Shago. Damn, he comboed me like crazy. He must. Oh no, you don't. Man, Naraku is not giving me any mercy.
ごめん。
行きます。行きます。行きます。行きます。ご不要。それ。行きます。ご不要。それ。
Ah, that was close.
勝者弥勒。
これで風穴の呪縛から解放される。
なんとか倒せましたが。
I would like no better, Miroku. Okay, before I end the stream, okay, fellas, gotta head out. Have a good one. All right, you have a good one too, Chef Sanji. Okay, before I end the stream, I kind of want to show this really cool feature in the game. Go to the backpack. Now you can change the sound. Now, what does change the sound mean? Is it the volume? No, so see here you have 12 characters. Let's say you pick InuYasha. So you can actually customize the dialogues or customize the lines that InuYasha will say when he tags in, tags out, or before a match, or win a match, or draw. Now, you can customize depending on the partner, the opponent. For example, if he tags out against Kagome, he will say this. I'm counting on you, Kagome. Or I can switch it to. See? It's a really cool feature, you know, considering the game has a small roster. But the fact that they have this option to customize dialogues and interactions between characters is something worth praised. Again, I still wish they had a little bit more character, but this is fine as it is. My god, I can't believe I'm streaming for 3 hours already, and I only did 6 characters, or half the roster. So yeah, I'm gonna make this a two-parter, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to do the rest of the 5 characters on the bottom for next stream as a part 2. Yeah, 12 characters. Now, Demon InuYasha is only playable on the versus mode. So we covered all the top characters. Now, for the next stream, we're gonna cover the bottom characters: Totosai, Naraku, Kagura, Koga, and Sesshomaru. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop right here. I can't believe this stream was longer than I anticipated, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, guys, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. What are you waiting for? It's absolutely free. I want to play more PS1 classic games for this channel before I eventually go to Sengoku Basar for Sumeragi. When it comes to discussion videos, I'm still working on my top 20 beat-em up games. It's gonna take a while. I'm still recording and editing. It's something. I think I overwork myself with that video. But as I said, when it comes to discussion videos, I decided to remove the Mortal Kombat discussion videos just because those were planned series for the 30th anniversary and I just couldn't keep up. I'm just overwhelmed right now. So I'm gonna make discussion videos out of topics or gaming topics that I want to talk about, and topics that gets the most engagement in my channel, which are Muso games and beat 'em up games. Muso games, I'm gonna focus more on Sengoku Basar because I do want to introduce, I do want to get more eyes into that game. For beat 'em up games, it's self-explanatory. There's a lot of beat 'em up games I would love to cover, a lot of Capcom Konami games. So stay tuned for those. I want to take it easy when it comes to YouTube content, but at the same time, I do want to create all of the videos that I really want to get it out. So you guys understand how that feels. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to hang out with me and the boys on Discord server, link is in the description below. Until then, I'll see you guys in part 2. Have a nice day.